Importance of the growth mindset development. Many people want to have brilliant achievements in life. Your success depends not only on your skills and traits given by nature but also on your ability to overcome hardships, study something new, adapt to a particular situation, and develop a personality as a whole. Moreover, you can analyze your previous experience, study mistakes, and make conclusions. All the aforementioned things are about how to develop growth mindset. The terminology. The growth mindset development was offered by Stanford professor Carol Dweck. He is considered the author of a term. The scholar has made great research on the growth mindset and its influence on personality. The main idea is that our abilities and skills can be developed during our lifetime. It's high time to help you develop yourself and learn new things for personal growth. If you want to think rationally, first of all, it will be beneficial to get acquainted with any of Carol Dweck's essays to understand his ideas better. Growth mindset vs. fixed mindset. The antonym of the growth mindset is a fixed mindset. It is a way of thinking that all abilities are given from birth and can't be developed. We'd like to compare people with two types. Someone with a fixed mindset says, "I can't solve this task in a book because I am not strong at math." Someone with a growth one makes efforts to solve the task, despite its difficulty. Those who have a fixed one are afraid of challenges. Those who have a growth one strive for human growth and challenges. They like the process of studying, accept criticism and praise every experience, while people with a fixed one avoid it. If these two people were put into a difficult situation, living on an empty island for example, a human with a fixed one will panic and a human with a growth one will find the possible ways to solve problems. Those who follow the growth mindset think that a crisis is an opportunity for development. For example, thanks to the pandemic, many people could launch their businesses and courses online. The sphere of informational technologies moved one step forward. The benefits of a growth mindset. It is much easier to deal with a growth mindset worker or business partner. They are not asking for help every hour like people with a fixed. Such people are independent enough and can organize their workspace. Moreover, people with a growth mindset are perfect leaders in each sphere, from school groups to business or state governing. They achieve everything in career development, business, studying someone, and many other spheres. These people can survive while others give up and die. And it should be mentioned that the majority of celebrities in any sphere, politics, show business, book publishing, science, and so on, have a growth mindset development. Such personalities motivate their fans and followers to take after their lifestyle and their way of thinking. Wonderful prospects, isn't it? But how to develop a growth mindset? How to develop a growth mindset? If you can't achieve something that you want, change your way of thinking. Don't be afraid of difficulties and try to solve something too hard or unknown. Try to solve the task by yourself. You'll regret it if you don't try. Don't accept any failure as the end of life. It's a brilliant chance to know what to do in the future. Remember that every difficult situation molds your character. If you are a business owner and want to have a flourishing company, invest in education, courses, and so on. Increase the motivation of your workers for their self-development. And remember that everything is possible to achieve with human growth. Steps for developing a growth mindset. 1. Take on your issues with courage. Stop and reframe the scenario in your head if you find yourself afraid in the face of a major issue. Consider your issue as an opportunity, altering your viewpoint somewhat to make it simpler to engage. To coach oneself on how to explore a new route, acquire a new skill, communicate with a new set of people, or navigate through new circumstances, use a variety of strategies. 2. Pay attention to what you say and think. Start paying attention to what you say, even if it's only in your head. If you speak in a low or dark tone, the results may reflect that. So keep an eye on yourself. Pay attention to what you're saying and what you're thinking. Self-censor and become your own tour guide. 3. Stop relying on other people's approval. Others' approval can frequently stifle a developing attitude. Develop a sense of self-acceptance and approbation. Learn to believe in yourself. You are the one person in your life who will always be there for you, thus you are the only person you must impress. 4. A positive attitude and a growth mindset are not the same thing. It's not enough to have a development mentality to stay optimistic. Growth mindsets are based on the belief that people can grow and that gaining new skills takes time and effort. It's not only down to innate ability. 5. Turn criticism and feedback on its head until you discover what it is trying to teach you. Criticism's goal is to improve something. Someone else may be able to view what you're doing from a somewhat different angle than you do, and they may be able to offer you some helpful advice. You may simply establish your development attitude if you are open to receiving recommendations. The bottom line. To conclude, we must admit that a growth mindset helps everyone to overcome obstacles. It helps anyone to get the maximum from life and motivates them to think wider. There are no limits for people with such a way of thinking. Your attitude to challenges and difficulties is a source of energy and motivation. A growth mindset is both a lifestyle and a winning strategy. Live according to it and you'll certainly achieve anything you want.